Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Ashira Prasiwi. You can call me Ashira, and I'm a student at Andalas University, and my student ID number is 241152 2022. So in this video, I would like to tell you about my laptop specification. So I use a Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3 14LRH8, lightweight and powerful laptop, suitable for both everyday tasks and IT-related work. So, the processor of my laptop is Intel Core i7 13620H, 30th generation with 10 cores, 6 performance cores, and 4 efficiency cores, and 16 threads. The best clock speed is 2.4 GHz with a maximum boost of 4.9 GHz for performance cores and 3.6 GHz for efficiency cores. The memory of my laptop is 16 GB LPDDR5 RAM with a speed of 4800 mHz, providing excellent multitasking performance. The storage of my laptop is 512 GB SSD, M.2 2242 PCLE, 4.0x4 NVMe, offering fast read and write speeds. It's supposed an upgrade to 1 TB if needed. The display is 40-inch Full HD IPS panel with 300 nits brightness, anti-glare coating, and 45% NTSC color coverage for a good visual experience. The graphic is integrated into UHD graphic, suitable for basic graphic tasks and media consumption. The connectivity of my laptop is Wi-Fi 6 for fast internet access, Bluetooth 5.2 for wireless device connection, port 2x USB-H 3.2 Gen 1, 1x USB-C 3.2 Gen 1, 1x HDMI 1.4, 1x 3.5mm combo audio jack, card reader, and power connector. The audio is used stereo speaker, enhanced with Dolby Audio for better sound quality. The camera is 1018p Full HD webcam with a privacy shutter for added security. The battery is 47-watt integrated battery with a 47 WH integrated battery with a 65-watt power adapter for fast charging. Operating system is used Windows 11 Home single language, pre-installed with Microsoft Office Home and Student 2021. The additional features of my laptop is have a backlight keyboard for better usability in low light conditions, and have a PC ABS casing for durability, and have a warranty from official Lenovo 2 years. I think my laptop is great for productivity, multitasking, and daily computing needs. So in this video, I will talk about difference between software used in IT and non-IT. The first one question is, what are the difference between software used in IT and non-IT fields? I will compare between EWB and Figma. So EWB is electronics workbench, is primarily used in electrical engineering for designing and simulating electronic circuits. It requires knowledge of circuit components and is commonly used by engineering students and professionals. Figma is a UI/UX design tool used in IT-related fields to create wireframes, prototypes, and collaborative interface design. It is widely used by designers and developers. So the conclusion is the main difference is their fields of application. EWB is for electronic circuit simulations in engineering, while Figma is for digital design and UI/UX development in IT. The second question is, which software is the cheapest? So, Figma offers a free version with essential features, making IT accessibility for students and professionals without immediate cost, while EWB requires a paid license, making it more expensive than the free version of Figma. So Figma is the cheaper option because it provides a free version, while EWB requires a license, making it costlier. The third question is, which software is the most expensive? So EWB is more expensive as it requires a paid license, especially for professional and educational use. Figma has paid plans, but they are still more affordable compared to engineering simulation software like EWB. EWB is the most expensive because it is specialized engineering software, whereas Figma offers budget-friendly options. The fourth question is, which software is the most or least reliable? EWB is reliable for circuit simulations, but its accuracy depends on how well user design the circuits. Figma is highly reliable for design work as it auto-saves progress and supports real-time collaboration. However, it relies on an internet connection, which can be a downside. So the conclusion is Figma is more reliable in terms of usability and accessibility, while EWB's reliable depends on the user understanding of circuit simulations. The fifth question is, which software is the easiest or hardest to use? EWB is hardest to use, especially for non-engineering users, because it requires knowledge of electronic components and circuits analysis. Figma is easier to use thanks to its intuitive interface, drag and drop functionality, and built-in tutorials. So the conclusion is Figma is easier to learn and use, while EWB has a steep learning curve, especially for those without an engineering background. And then the sixth question is, which software is the best or the worst? EWB is the best for electrical engineers because it provides essential tools for circuit simulations, and Figma is the best for designer and IT professionals due to its versatility, ease of use, and collaboration features. EWB might be feel like the worst for those who don't work with electronics, just like Figma might not be useful for someone who doesn't need design tools. So the conclusion is the best software depends on the user's needs. EWB is best for engineers, while Figma is best for designer and IT professionals. The final question is which software is the most or less user friendly? So Figma is highly user friendly because Figma offering an easy to use interface, drag and drop features, and extensive tutorials. EWB is less user friendly as is lack built-in gates and requires technical knowledge to operate. The conclusion is Figma is more user-friendly because it is intuitive and beginner-friendly, whereas EWB is more complex and requires prior knowledge. The final conclusion is EWB and Figma are designed for different fields, making them difficult to compare directly. EWB is specialized for electrical circuit simulations, while Figma is focused on UI/UX design and prototyping. In terms of accessibility, Figma offers a free version, whereas EWB requires a paid license. Both have their own learning curves, with EWB needing technical knowledge of electronics and Figma requiring familiarity with design principles. Ultimately, the best software depends on the user's needs. EWB for circuit simulation and Figma for design collaboration. So maybe it's all for me. I'm sorry for my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.